Have you noticed that people always say your product is too expensive, even when they have the money, or your product or service is cheaper than the competition and they're still complaining? Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I'm going to break down what you should do when people have money and can't afford your product. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you're on YouTube, click the alert notification. Look, there are a few reasons why a client may be telling you they can't afford your product or service, even if they could. When I say that, a lot of times I'm not trying to offend anyone, I'm just a frugal person. And even with the frugal people like me, I'm going to show you how to combat that and get them to buy your product. The first thing that could be an issue is you're selling to the wrong person. It's like someone trying to sell a Rolls Royce to me. If you want to sell a Rolls Royce to me or a Bentley, I'm not the right buyer. I wouldn't care for any of that. My car, a Honda Odyssey. You click a button, your kids get in, super convenient, super affordable. That's my kind of car. I don't go to the Bentley dealership or Rolls Royce dealership or Ferrari because I don't really care about driving. And funny enough, driving gives me anxiety. So you need to make sure you're selling to the right person. That person may not really need your product or service, and they may think that the offer that you're producing isn't really what they're looking for, and they're not really ready to make an investment. They also may not be the appropriate person to be the buying decision maker. Great example of this is I was once working with a dentist company that had chains all around the US, and they're like, Neil, we want to create this viral content that makes all the kids love us. I'm like, okay, we can do that, but kids aren't really your customers. You need to convince their moms, their dads, and this viral content is not really going to help you. We did it because they wanted it no matter what, got a ton of backlinks, got a ton of engagement. Sure, their overall rankings went up, but they weren't getting to decision makers like, we got all these visitors, why don't we generate any revenue? I was like, because we targeted the wrong person, as I mentioned, although I didn't want to say the I mentioned part because I don't like being rude. But the point I'm trying to make is you got to go after the right people. And that needs, the right person that needs your product or service. And for them, it needs to be a priority because if it's not, they're just not going to purchase it. The other reason is they don't have the confidence in your product or service. They may feel that your solution that you provide doesn't really solve their problem and won't really provide the value they're looking for. You need to listen and see what exactly they're expecting to accomplish by adopting your solution. Another issue is they don't trust you. So if you're selling something, you don't have those case studies or testimonials or amazing reviews and stars, it's hard to build that trust. You haven't established a strong enough relationship with that prospect. Sometimes selling them right away actually hurts you. It's like me going up to you and be like, will you marry me? And if I just met you randomly, you'd be like, you're crazy, Neil, I don't want to marry you. And if you said yes, I should probably run away. Even if you're the most amazing person, you want to get to know someone before you marry them. You want to date them. You then want to go on multiple dates, and then eventually move in together. And then if they say yes, then you know it's meant to be. If they say no to you at that point, you should probably think about your relationship differently. But that's the point. When you get people to your website, you're just like, hey, buy from me, buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now. And it comes off as desperate. You want to get to know people and date them first, and then ask them for the close, which is, will you marry me? Or in this case, will you buy from me? Your brand also may not be top of mind for them when there's still a long way to build trust, so just be patient. Another thing that you got to keep in mind is they don't trust themselves, not just you. They may feel like they're at the stage where they won't be able to leverage your product or service or fully put into use. I know, for example, in my business, we come across some amazing products or software. There was this one software solution that would help our sales rep become more efficient, and it was $5,000 a month. I'm like, $60,000 per rep. And I'm like, I don't care how good your product is, I'm not ready for it. But then eventually, we took the plunge and we bought it. It made our reps 4 times more efficient, but we had to figure out how to fix a lot of the problems we had in our sales before we actually bought that product. So how do you handle a situation, in essence, when someone's not really willing to buy from you and you know they can afford it? Well, you want to ask questions like, what is your budget? If offered you a product or service at this price, would you have a deal? Be careful not to lower your prices. And here's the thing, when you ask questions like that, it'll give you an understanding of what issues people have, how you need to adjust your copy and your messaging to convert them over the line. Is there a problem with the price? Or is there a problem with the product or the solution or what's expected from it? These questions will help you figure out how to fine-tune your messaging and your marketing so you'll get more conversions. And I want you to find your product or service and figure out how to make it more valuable to their business once you get this feedback by just making the adjustments. And let them actively justify the value of what you're selling. Let them explain what they're expecting as a solution to their specific problems and adjust to it. And when you do that, you'll win. That's how you get people to convert. It's not about convincing them, hey, you should pay this because of this. It's about what are the problem, here's the solutions, and how it's worth it for you and where it's saving your time. And the price may be expensive, but if you can break it down in an ROI format, yeah, you may spend $5,000 like we did on that software per month, but it makes my employee 4 times more efficient. That's cheaper than hiring 4 more people. It's expensive. Didn't want to pay for it. I could afford it. I wasn't ready at that time. And then eventually, once I saw I could make my team 4 times more efficient, I'm like, sign me up. So when you take all of this, it'll help you understand how to come over objections, which is all that really happens when someone's not willing to pay and they can afford it. And you got to figure out how to answer it in your product, your service, your copy, and that's how you win. If you have issues with converting people into customers, check out my ad agency, NP Digital. If you enjoyed the video, like it, share it, tell people about it, and leave a comment if you have any questions and I'll answer it. Thank you for watching.